Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 6th of May 2016. Quite a strange card this morning. I sort of wasn't expecting this one coming out. The card that we've got is the Three of Swords. Now, in other tarot decks, there's usually quite a lot of pain comes with this. It's usually heartbreak. It's usually the end of a relationship. It's pain. It's not pretty. It's not nice. Um, and in this card, it's still not nice. But although it's quite a simple image here, there's so much that actually comes through with this. You know, one of the first things that I got when I got this, like I say, I always get a lot of songs, and it was the first cut is the deepest. Um, Within that song, it's about somebody saying that they've been hurt, but they're willing to try and love again. And I really feel that this is more the message of this card rather than, that you are going to experience pain, because I really feel that the pain that this talks about and the heartbreak that this talks about has actually already been felt. And I don't know if this is has already been felt within the relationship. It's weird. It's like, if we look at the card, we have the two crossed swords, which in the Two of Swords, it's somebody that's blocking out. They're protecting themselves. They have the swords over their body, over their heart. They have a blindfold on, and they're not wanting to see what is actually around them. With the three coming in here, it's now already been revealed. The truth is out in the open. So yes, it is indicating pain, and often the truth does hurt. But it's like this sword has actually came in and broke this status quo, broke this stagnancy of the Two of Swords, of what two people are trying to ignore, like the huge elephant in the room, not even just an elephant, like a herd of elephants. And this one sword has came in, and this sword has actually just cut through the crap, cut through all of the illusions, really. Um, Often it is said within tarot that this third sword could actually be another person as well, that's come in and sort of shaken things up a bit. There's a lot of people have different views on this, but it's like nobody comes into our life for by chance. Everybody is in for a reason. There's a saying by, I don't know, I think it was Johnny Depp, actually, that great philosopher Johnny Depp. And he said, if you're in love with two people, always go for the second one, because if you had have truly been in love with the first one, you would have never fallen for the second one anyway. And, that is sort of, it's one way to look at it. But when I'm talking about this card, like I say, it could be a situation like that. But so this card is telling me today that it's like, it's a release now of the tension, of everything that you are trying to cover up, of everything. It's like if you're telling a lie, once that lie is found out, yes, it can cause trouble, but there's also a little bit of a relief comes with that, because it's like keeping something to yourself and keeping something from people can actually be quite hard as well. I've heard criminals say that they were so pleased when they finally got caught, because it took the pressure off, and this is what I'm talking about within this card. If we have a look at these black clouds, these are indicating confusion, turmoil, emotional pain, feeling like you're in a bit of a fog as well, like you're going through a storm. But what I love about this card is it's like the cards are rising. And once these confusions and once these clouds go out of the picture, which they're nearly there, you're left with blue skies. There's a lot of yellow around this card as well. And this is all like sort of it's your personal power, but it's also sort of your connection, your divine intelligence sort of thing. So this is like a knowing, when you feel something in your gut, yes, your heart might be hurting, it's been hurt, but in your gut, you know that this had to happen, if that makes sense. So it's about stopping brushing things under the carpet here and actually acknowledging things as well. So this card, although it does hold a lot of pain, I mean, if you have a look, there's still blood dripping from that knife, so I do feel that this is still very raw. But the positive side within it is that it's like, this, I feel the situation before this was actually really draining you. It was very frustrating, and this pain is allowing you to actually be free as well. It's sort of like cut things loose. This is what I'm getting, which coincides a bit with some of the cards that we've already had this week. I mean, we do form emotional attachments to people. We do sort of have sentimental memories as well, but we cannot stay in a relationship or stay around somebody within our life, keep them there through nostalgia. That just doesn't work, because it ends up, it's not good for either party on this. So this is about letting go of relationships, letting go of people who cannot live up to the promises that they made. The pleasure that you have had from these people, and it has been there, the love has been there at one point, it's outlived now, and it's sort of getting old. And I really feel this is why it's like this wake-up call and seeing things how they are. Now, whenever a relationship breaks down, it's very hard, and there's always a period of healing, which the Four of Swords that comes after the Three of Swords is all about, this taking this time to heal. What I want to do with this now as well is, now you've been living in the dark, there's been this huge elephant in the room, brushing things under the carpet, playing ostrich syndrome, it's all animals, isn't it? Now it's right, okay, it smacked you bang in the face. Now you know what is going on. Now it is the painful. Now you have the choice. Which way do I go? What do I do? Do you stay where the hurt is? Do you stay where the scars are? And do you stay where the pain is still very raw? Or do you decide to take them swords out of your heart, and once they are out, this will allow you to heal? When the sword is in there, when the swords are still there, and still twisting and twisting and twisting, this is just going to add to the pain. What you need to do is take these swords away, and like I say, there's a freedom that comes after this. A lot of times we allow people to hurt us as well, by us staying in a situation where we are getting hurt and the other person may be getting hurt as well. But by us staying in that, we are allowing this to happen. So we are playing a big part in that as well, and it's sort of like we could get used to it because we think this is our, this is a punishment because I may have done something wrong, or this is how life is supposed to be. It's not, Yes, we learn from pain, and pain is a very important part of our growth and our life. But if we can take the pain away, then we should do something to do that. We need to feel in order to move on, and we need to feel pain in order to acknowledge what is no longer good for us. When we have a pain within our body, it's our body alerting us that there's something wrong. So when you have a pain around your emotions and around your heart, this is your heart telling you that something is wrong, something is not right here, because love itself does not hurt. What does hurt with love is the toxicity that comes with it. Sort of jealousy, betrayal, anger, resentment, all of these things. Control, sorry, they've just brought control in. All of them things hurt, but they are not present where there is true, real love. So they're just bringing in there about love as well. Okay, so the words "I love you" are three of the most important words in our language. You know, sorry, when they are used in the right context, they are beautiful, they are pure, they are innocent. A lot of times, and I mean a lot of times, and I really sort of have a think about this at the moment as well. When you have had the words said to you, or when you have said the words to somebody else, why have you said them? Are you looking at that other person and thinking, you know what, I'm just so pleased you're in my life. You make my life better. You uplift me. I'm a better person because of you. And just knowing your essences around me makes me a very lucky person. Or are you feeling a little bit insecure yourself? So you say to somebody, I love you, you know, because you want them to say it back to you, to give you this security so um, that you then feel safe. You know, there is no motive in love. Real love, there is no motive in it. It is given freely and it is received freely. But a lot of times, especially within relationships, especially in this day and age, you know, the words "I love you" and love itself is actually abused quite a lot. You know, um like I say, when we say to somebody, do you love me, you shouldn't have to question that. You should know without the words. So this comes from a fear base, it comes from anxiety, and it comes from doubt as well. you know you want that answer for them to say yes, because this reassures you, this reaffirms you, and this tells you that you are loved, you are wanted, and you are respected. You should know that anyway. When you are around somebody that loves you, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, whether it's a sibling, whether it is anybody, you should actually know that you are loved because of their actions. Words, anybody can say the words. It's the actions that actually prove this more than anything. And a lot of times, somebody will say they love somebody as a sort of, it's like they're putting basket over them and saying, I love you, you are mine, and they're wanting to sort of keep that to themselves. When you love somebody truly, you allow them freedom. Sometimes this can actually mean letting them go, but it's giving them their freedom, and that is proven that you truly love somebody. You want them, but you don't need them, and their best interests are actually as important as what yours are. So it's like I say, sometimes you have to let something go with this, and that again would cause emotional pain. But when you are doing everything for this person you love from a love base, you don't really come into it. It's about that person. I've mentioned before about we don't fall in love, we are meant to rise in love. And when we love somebody, we want them to be the best person that they can be. We want to give them love, we want to give them nurture, we want to allow them to follow their dreams. And if that means letting them go, then that's what we have to do. But that is what measures love. And this, I feel, there's a love element, but I don't feel that this is true love that's coming out here, because this pain wouldn't be present if it was. So sorry, there was so much coming through there. I don't think I even stopped for breath there at all. But this isn't a sad card. A lot of times, I've pulled this card and it's been a very, very sad card. Today, it's not. This is a card of hope renewed. Like I say, the first song that I got, where as soon as I pulled this card, was the first cut is the deepest. And it's about somebody who has been hurt, who has got the scars, but they're saying they are willing to try again. So please take that if you are going through heartbreak at the moment, if your heart is breaking, if you are not with the person that you love for whatever reason, know that you will love again. Our heart is a tough cookie. It can take the knocks, and with every knock it grows that little bit stronger. So don't let it harden. Just take those swords out, let the healing process begin, and see that there is a freedom here after the healing process, And after the resting time, there is a healing process that I feel that you've got to go through, and it's essential, and you will feel so much better after it. So sorry to start the weekend on that one, but I have to give whatever comes out. I'll be back tomorrow with the cards for the weekend. Um, sorry. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch either on my Facebook page or email me at lovebuddhatarot@aol.co.uk and we can arrange your reading. So thanks for listening to that one. Don't give up hope. Don't let it consume you. Not many people die of a broken heart. It's painful. It's not easy, but you always get through it. So have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Sat Nam.